state of free speech in this country has never been in a poorer state. I mean, we're at risk of becoming the North Korea of the North Sea. And Deborah's case is just the very latest example. But, you know, there was an article in the Times a few months ago saying that the police are arresting over 12,000 people a year for supposedly saying offensive things online.
30 words.
That's over 30 a day.
I'm not going to put cuffs on you. That's all. Right, we'll just put it on the front, okay? Just so it's... Can you take it my first back? I need to I'm not going to put cuffs on you. That's all. Right, we'll just put it on the...
I was arrested in front of my 5 children in 2022 on suspicion of posting a meme. Literally, somebody had posted something offensive, and the complainant, the transgender activist, said that it must be me, and he knew it was me because I had posted similar things on my Twitter feed. I hadn't. So the police actually came and arrested me in front of my children, seized all my devices, tried to seize my children's devices, because they have actually admitted this. They were looking for material that might link me to the meme.
It's not easy being a dissident these days, though. Police will find a way to arrest you. Even just for a post on social media, 30 people a day across the UK are arrested for mean tweets. Some of them, like the mother, Lucy Connolly, are sent to prison for their words. This in the country that gave us the Magna Carta and set the standard for free speech.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Like many, I was deeply concerned that a police force deemed it necessary to take 5 armed officers to arrest a comedy writer from a flight. Some may have found Mr. Linehan's comments offensive, but that isn't the point. If you don't support speech you don't like, you don't support free speech. Will the Prime Minister commit to reviewing our speech laws to ensure the legitimate free expression is protected? And will he condemn the culture within the public sector which prioritises this dangerous and perverse nonsense?
Well, I thank you for raising this. You will have seen that the Commissioner has put out a statement in relation to the particular case this morning. I've been clear throughout, we must ensure the police focus on the most serious issues and the issues that matter most to our constituencies and all communities. And that includes tackling issues like antisocial behaviour, knife crime and violence. And we have a long history of free speech in this country. I'm very proud of that and I will always defend it.
I will just say that in terms of UK, strange things are happening over there. They are cracking down, and surprisingly so. And I've spoken to the Prime Minister, and let's see what happens. But it is a little bit different situation. I'm very surprised to see what's happening in. Are you talking about the UK in particular, right? Yeah, I'm very surprised to see what's happening. Sad.
And the Trump administration has officially told them that the State Department gave them a statement saying, if you continue to arrest people for praying outside an abortion clinic legally, if you continue to arrest people for their speech, if you continue to push all this stuff on the kid, the transgenderism, all of it, they've told Canada this too, and everybody else, we will not take the tariffs off.
Because I don't understand. I posted something that he posted, you come to arrest me, you don't arrest him. Why has it come to this? Why am I in cuffs? Because of something he shared, then I shared.
Because someone has been caused, obviously, anxiety based upon your social media post. That's why you've been arrested.
We've kind of forgotten the Voltairean principles that we'll fight and defend to the death your right to say something that we fundamentally disagree with. That is the absolute foundation, if you think about it, of free speech, of democracy, of living in freedom. It's kind of why we fought 2 world wars at massive, massive cost to defend that very principle for ourselves and for many, many others around the country. And I first became worried about all this with cancel culture. You know, the idea that we can't have this speaker go to a university because some people might be offended by what he or she have to say. And it's extraordinary that, you know, I come from the land of Magna Carta, I come from the land that gave us the Mother of Parliaments, and it doesn't give me any great joy to be sitting in America and describing the really awful authoritarian situation that we have now sunk into. J.D. Vance did us all a service at the Munich Security Conference back in February this year. He really got this debate up and running.
A little over 2 years ago, the British government charged Adam Smith Connor
a 51-year-old physiotherapist and an Army veteran with the heinous crime of standing 50 meters from an abortion clinic and silently praying for 3 minutes. Not obstructing anyone, not interacting with anyone, just silently praying on his own. And after British law enforcement spotted him and demanded to know what he was praying for, Adam replied simply, it was on behalf of the unborn son he and his former girlfriend had aborted years before. Now, the officers were not moved. Adam was found guilty of breaking the government's new buffer zones law, which criminalizes silent prayer and other actions that could influence a person's decision within 200 meters of an abortion facility. He was sentenced to pay thousands of pounds in legal costs to the prosecution. Now, I wish I could say that this was a fluke, a one-off crazy example of a badly written law being enacted against a single person. But no, this last October, just a few months ago, the Scottish government began distributing letters to citizens whose houses lay within so-called safe access zones, warning them that even private prayer within their own homes may amount to breaking the law. Naturally, the government urged readers to report any fellow citizens suspected guilty of thought crime. In Britain and across Europe, free speech, I fear, is in retreat.
It's on the 17th of the 10th of 2023 on Bethnal Green Road at 10:04. You were witnesses saying, obviously, people, while they're over here, etc., we let them into our country, etc.
So, big deal.
Yeah, okay.
So, big deal.
Why don't you only tell the questions?
Say that. Take him. Disgusting. You're disgusting.
That's fine. I would like you to leave now. I'd like you to leave.
This is why you're
okay. I have nothing more to say to you. A social media post. I've got nothing more to say. I'd like you to leave. You've harassed this child enough. I'd like you to leave.
Lisa, that's no worries.
You are literally more likely to be arrested for transgressing their political dogmas than you are for mugging someone, robbing a shop, or burgling someone's home. In 2023, the police made 33 arrests a day for speech crimes. Now, all the while, Keir Starmer just keeps repeating his robotic nasal mantra.
But we've had free speech for a very, very long time here.
He is, of course, lying. We are being humiliated on the world stage. Our allies cannot quite believe the stories they are hearing. Arrests for tweets, arrests for silent prayers, mothers imprisoned for Facebook posts. These are not the behaviour of a free country.
Well, you can't say anything, especially in Britain now. If you say a boy can't be a girl or a girl can't be a boy, you get the police at your door. You know, if you get burgled, if you get your house burgled, the police will never show up. But if you say a boy cannot be a girl, you'll get 15 police officers at your door.
The time's 20 to 3, 14:40. I'm arresting you on suspicion of improper use of the electronic communications network. I'm just
What?
127 of the Communications Act, okay? So you do not have to say that may harm your defence if you don't mention one question, something which you later are in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. Do you understand that?
So I'm actually being arrested?
You're going to be arrested, okay?
Right.
So you got to the police station.
Right.
Okay, this is in relation to some comments that you've made on a Facebook page. Okay?
Oh, really? Oh, it's a Facebook crime, is it?
One of the greatest comedic minds of his generation has been cancelled from the Edinburgh Fringe because he doesn't want a naked man next to his daughter in the swimming pool changing rooms. Graham Linehan created Father Ted, the IT Crowd, Black Books. He's written jokes for Brass Eye, The Fast Show. But the biggest joke of all is that the show he was a part of, Comedy Unleashed, has now been cancelled in the name of inclusivity.
So I didn't immediately think they were going to arrest me, but they did ask me. They said, can we go somewhere private to speak? So we went down this kind of tunnel and through a doorway, and they stood around me, and he said, your passport is on a wanted list or something, or it was flagged up or something, and you're being arrested for a tweet.
Something that we believe you've written on Facebook has upset someone.
You're here because somebody got upset. Is it against the law? Am I being arrested?
You're not being arrested.
Then what are you doing here?
My plan was, if you were admitting that it was you who wrote the comment, you could just make an apology to the person.
I'm not apologizing to anybody, I can tell you that.
The alternative would be that I have to call you in for an interview. I'm here to talk to you about the allegation. They've reported it to the police.
So what?
Obviously, we get a lot of reports like that.
Are there no houses that have been burgled recently? No rapes, no murders?
Yeah, that's all going on as well. That's been.
Well, then why aren't you out there doing, investigating those?
Because I've got to investigate everything that gets reported.
Well, you're not investigating houses being burgled.
Are we going to find ourselves arrested and thrown into jail by this new elite police force that this government has set up to monitor our speech, our debate, our views? Well, I will see you in jail, because I will never be silenced as I speak up for you and this country.
Have you had a lady called Lucy Connolly since you've been here?
Of course, I talked about her yesterday, and no one knew what I was talking about in Cambridge.
Who were you talking about? The students didn't know?
I mentioned her because I did the research. My team did an amazing job, and I think she just had her petition denied
in the last hour or so today. It's Tuesday today. She's had her appeal denied, so she's going to be carrying out her 2.5-year sentence for a solitary tweet.
So outrageous.
Which she deleted 4 hours later. What's your take on the whole situation?
Well, I'm going to try to get the U.S. State Department involved. I don't know if what their bandwidth is here, but I'm sorry, again, I'm speaking as a citizen, not as U.S. government. I just want to be very clear. Is this a way that a liberal democracy and an ally of the United States acts?